Hey, it's John Clark from Private Practice Workshop, helping you build a better business without all the overwhelm. Since about 2013, I've been helping therapists all over the country to create a practice that's not only financially sustainable, but also gives their lives rich meaning. That's exactly what I want to talk to you a little bit about today. I just want to speak a little bit off the cuff today and say that with all that goes into a business, the number one thing that you need to remember is to make this business work for you. The reality is that as therapists, we are very good at putting our needs second or third or very, very last. And at the end of the day, this is ultimately going to get in our way. Now more than ever, therapists are struggling with burnout at rates that we have never seen before, that I've never seen before. Burnout is a serious risk to you, your business, your financial well-being, your family, and you need to take it seriously. Burnout happens not just because of a lack of self-care, right? And this idea of self-care, I think, has been thrown around and overused and overused and overused. And the reality is, no amount of yoga in the world is going to completely undo the burnout that you might be experiencing right now after potentially years of being a therapist, leading into our world changing so dramatically over the last while, or maybe you're a new therapist and this is your first experience in being a therapist. Regardless, self-care when it comes to burnout needs to start with the way you think about the work. What I mean is you really need to be thinking about your responsibility to your clients and how you see that. There's a high likelihood that you are taking an over-responsibility for your clients and their outcomes. One of my professors in graduate school used to always say, don't work harder than your clients. I have been very prone to do this, and when I do this, it means that I'm almost more invested in their results than they are. In other words, more invested in their life than they are. This is a very unhealthy dynamic. The reality is we work as hard as we can, and we do our best to help people in our therapy practice, and even despite our best efforts, some people will either not get better or they may even get worse. Terry Real, the therapist, says you have to practice and develop a spiritual detachment from your client's outcomes. And again, this is very different from saying don't care about your client's outcomes. It's realizing that you are joining them on their journey for a moment in time, right? Even if it is years of therapy. It's a moment in time. You're joining them on that journey, but ultimately your clients are responsible for their lives and ultimately their outcome. You will do as much as you can do to support that outcome. So again, burnout has a lot to do with the way you think about your clients and how you think about your role or your responsibility to them. It also comes down to having really good boundaries with your business. When people reach out and you're already full, but then you take them on anyway, that's a very unhealthy dynamic for you and your business. You have to sit down and you have to say, okay, in order to have a full practice, hit my financial goals, etc., I need to have 20 slots a week or 20 clients a week at this fee, and that's it. You need to treat that as fact and enforce it in your business like a policy, as if it was just written on the wall or as if it was someone else's policy. If you simply can't enforce this policy on your own, you're just too much of a people pleaser to do it, well, hire a virtual assistant to do it for you. Hire someone, pay them $20, $30 an hour to represent your business, answer the phone, respond to your emails, etc., and then tell them what the policy is, and then have them enforce that. If you've told your partner or your kids that you're going to be home every day at 5 o'clock no matter what, or pick up your kids at school at 3 p.m. on Tuesdays, then do that, set it in stone, block it off in your calendar, and then get some help from someone who's not emotionally involved in your work and in your business, right, the way that you are. Get them to help you enforce those boundaries. You've also got to have boundaries with technology, okay? There's so many ways people can get a hold of you now, and therapists, let's face it, have terrible boundaries with technology and therefore with their clients. People are reaching out and you've got email on your phone, you've got notifications on your phone, people can call and text you anytime, maybe you're using your personal number for your business. These are all terrible ideas. Step one is get a number for your business that's not your cell phone number. Get an app like Spruce or something like that to have a separate business line that you can toggle on and toggle off, or you can assign to another person like that virtual assistant, and they can manage your phone for you. You need to be able to step back from your business and start to create boundaries. I'm a big believer in not having email on your phone. Let's face it, you're always within arm's reach of a computer. I've got one right here, and you're going to be on your computer pretty often anyway. So if you're sitting there and it's Thursday night and it's 9:30 p.m. and you're bored and you don't know what else to do, so you swipe your phone or you see an email come in, it gives you that hit, that chemical, that sense of, oh, something's happening in my business. Oh, a new client came in, or oh, a client canceled, and now I'm hooked into that drama. I'm addicted to that drama of what's happening in my clients' lives or in my business going up and down and up and down and up and down. We have to step back from all of that. So again, a quick and easy way is to remove email from your phone, definitely remove notifications and also the app itself. You can just check email when you're at work, okay? Treat it like a job, treat it like you're punching in the clock and then punching out at the end of the day, and develop some better habits around your work. Try to not check email till you get to the office in the morning or get into your home office or whatever it is. And then at the end of the day, try to have some sort of a ritual, right? Something that indicates the day is done, like switching off a lamp or playing a specific song at the end of each day. Or I have a friend who blows out a candle once she's done with her work day. So she lights the candle in the morning when she starts, blows it out at the end of the day when she's done. Shut the door to that office, whether it's at work or even if you're at home, which a lot of you are. Shut the door to that office and let that all be contained. Doing your work in a separate room is another way of having an emotional boundary with your work and therefore with your clients, right? If it's all just open and you're working on the couch and at the kitchen table and in your bedroom or on your bed, God forbid, it's kind of like your clients are there, right? In your life, in your house, in your kitchen, sitting at your kitchen table, right? Imagine if your clients showed up in your house like that. And therefore, for you, the mental associations of all that work is just there all the time. And it creates all this, what I call emotional residue. Okay, so again, the reality is you need to get back to why you're in this business in the first place. What was your vision in the first place? Why was private practice so appealing? Was it the money, the flexibility, the ability to do the work that you want to do and nothing else? Not having the bureaucracy of an agency, etc. I also just want to say, private practice isn't for everyone. Some people are not meant to be self-employed, not meant to be entrepreneurs, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a very structureless environment unless we create structure around it and put guardrails on it. Some people are just better employees, right, than they are entrepreneurs and business owners. That's okay, but you need to ask yourself and be very serious with yourself as to which one is you. There's no problem in being an employee. There's no shame in being an employee and saying, you know what, I need the guardrails, the structure, the infrastructure, the camaraderie with a team, etc., that a company provides, or an agency or a college counseling center or whatever it is. The reality is we need you, and we need you in this for the long haul as a therapist. So wherever it is, right, and in whatever situation you're doing therapy in, think about, is this sustainable, right? Can I do this for another 5, 10, 20, 30 years? If the answer is no, let's make some adjustments. Maybe start by making small adjustments like the ones I've talked about in this video. If not, then maybe it's making big adjustments like leaving private practice altogether or getting a job again or taking a year off if you can do that financially. Whatever it is, again, now more than ever, just take care of yourselves. Be aware of burnout. Make sure to slow down when you can. When you take time off, take it fully off, right? Ask a colleague to fill in for you or field calls and emails from you. Tell your clients you'll be completely unreachable during your vacation. Protect yourself at all costs, and then from a business perspective, again, go back to your vision, your mission, your values. I talk a lot about that stuff in this channel and on the Private Practice Workshop podcast. So you should be constantly coming back to mission, vision, values. We have to constantly do that in order to really stay connected with how we're going to create a very purpose-filled business and one that's full of intention. Hope this was helpful. It's been a while since I've published on here, but I'm happy to connect with you guys again. If you're interested in getting help with your business, just head to privatepracticeworkshop.com to check out all the ways in which we can help you. Until then, I'll see you next time. Cheers.